I've hidden it somewhere, I'm not sure where. Where is it? Under the bed? No. Oh, I know. I think it's in one of my Wellingtons in my suitcase. Oh, yeah, here it is. Got it, Becky? Oh, here you go. This is for you.
Barnaby, it's lovely. A diary.
A little present from my holiday in Edinburgh. Well, I know you're going away soon, so I thought you could write about every day of your holiday in that diary.
That's fantastic. It's a bit like your scrapbook.
Yeah, or my video diary. It's just a different way of recording the things that you've done.
So how should I start?
Well, it'd be good to start the way I always start, at the beginning, with the journey.
Right. So how did you and your mum get to Edinburgh?
Oh, well, we took a coach. Look, here's Chester, and right up there is Edinburgh.
It's a long way, isn't it?
Yeah, a long way. It took 6 hours. Edinburgh's in Scotland, which is a different country from England, you know. It's the capital of Scotland, and it's all on the east coast.
Near the sea.
Oh, yeah. And there are loads of hills. A big castle. And a river called the Firth of Forth leads to a port. There are some beautiful and important buildings. There are also lots of shops. And many museums and galleries. After our long coach journey, we arrived in Edinburgh in the evening. Oh, this must be it. This is me, Barnaby Bear. Oh, sorry, Mummy, you're filming me. Oh, take 2. This is me, Barnaby Bear, standing outside the place where Mum and I are going to stay. It's called a youth hostel, and I can't wait to see where I'm going to sleep. Come on, Mum. It doesn't cost much to stay here. Hey, Mum! Mum! Look, there are bunk beds. I Bagsy the top bunk. Oh, there's going to be so much to see in Edinburgh. And the first place I want to go is the castle. Oh, Mum! You can see it from outside of the window. How cool is that? Can we go there first thing tomorrow, please? The next morning, bright and early, we set off for the castle. It's built on a big rock, and there's only one way you can get in. Oh! Mum, I think this is the way. Come on! It was a big castle, and I really didn't want to get lost. So I got a map to show me the way round. That way, Mum and I could find our way out again. I tried to imagine what it would have been like many years ago for all the soldiers that tried to storm the castle. How would they have found their way out?
It was much easier to find your way out than it was to find your way in, you know.
Wow, who are you?
I'm one of the foot soldiers of Robert the Bruce's army. He was a famous Scots king hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Wow, I'm Barnaby Bear. So, you lived in Edinburgh many, many years ago?
Many, many years ago. And many, many times did I try and capture this castle. It was very difficult. Let me show you.
Oh, yes, please. Mum, we've got a soldier to show us round. Come on. He told me the castle was built on 3 levels, or wards, and each level had a way of keeping people out.
This is the portcullis. It was a wooden gate covered in iron. It's got spikes in the bottom. It was lowered down to stop people from getting into the castle.
So, did anyone get through?
Oh, yes. There was one time there was some soldiers dressed up as merchants. They had supplies for the castle, and when they came to the entrance of the castle, the drawbridge was lowered down. Then they got across the drawbridge, up the hill, and the portcullis was lifted. Then when they got underneath the portcullis, they toppled the cart over to stop it from closing again, and the soldiers came charging up the hill and captured the castle. The gate's up just now. We better go into the castle. Come on.
Oh, right, come on.
We're now in the middle ward. And what we have is a staircase here which takes us straight up to the top ward. At the top of the staircase is actually a bend in it.
Oh, what was that for?
Well, that was in case anyone came to the bottom and fired arrows up. The soldiers at the top would be nice and safe. But we don't have to go up the steps. We can go an easier way.
Yeah, but I want to. Come on, Mum. Oh, come on, Mum. You can't be out of breath already. It's only a few steps. Oh. Hey, here we are, Mum, at the top of the castle. I'm glad you got your breath back. Oh, wow! Mum, look at the view! From up here, we could see Prince's Street. That's the main shopping street in Edinburgh. And the lovely park below. And the railway in the middle of the city. Oh, gosh, look at all those cannons. I've never seen so many cannons.
There were lots of cannons in the castle to help defend it. I think you're in for a big surprise.
Oh, surprise. Wow, that was amazing! Oh, Mum, are you all right? Oh, that gave my mum a real fright, you know.
Well, every day at 1 o'clock the gun was fired.
Why?
Well, long ago, the sailors out in the Firth and Forth, I used to help them tell the time. Still done today. That reminds me, it's 1 o'clock. It's time for my lunch. I better go. It was nice to meet you, Barnaby.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
bye. Thanks for showing me around. Mum, if he's a foot soldier from a long time ago, why is he wearing a watch? We had our lunch too and left the castle. Oh, this is me, Barnaby Bear, in Edinburgh. And at the moment, I'm going along the Royal Mile. It's a very long way along here, so my mum has organised this lovely horse and carriage trip. Mum, this is fantastic! We passed lots of different coloured buildings and houses. This part of Edinburgh is called the Old Town, and that's where the city first began. Oh, the buildings look really old. Are they as old as Dad, Mum? Older! Wow! Oh, lovely. When this part of the city became too crowded, houses were built lower down in the valley, and this became the new town. The next day we went shopping and sat in Prince's Street Gardens to write our postcards. And guess what? I made some new friends.
Oh, hello, I'm Angus. We haven't seen you here before.
No, this is my first time in Edinburgh. I'm Barnaby Bear.
Pleased to meet you, Barnaby. This is my friend, Caroline.
Oh, hello, Caroline.
Hi.
Oh. What's that?
It's Alan playing the bagpipes. Come on, we'll take you to see.
Okay, let's go and see some bagpipes.
The bagpipes are a traditional Scottish instrument.
Wow, they look really hard to play. Why is that man wearing a skirt?
It's not a skirt, it's a kilt. Lots of Scottish people wear them. Different patterns are worn for different groups of people called clans.
Wow, I'd love a kilt. Mum, please can I have a kilt? Yeah, it might not suit a bear though. Animals and kilts might not really go, might they? I said goodbye to my friends, and then Mum wanted to get a really good view of the whole city. So we climbed up and up and up to Arthur's Seat. I wondered why it was so hilly in Edinburgh. It was very tiring on my little legs, you know. This is me, Barnaby Bear, on top of Arthur's Seat, and it's very, very windy. It's a funny name, isn't it? It sounds a bit like it might be a chair, but in fact, it's the highest hill in Edinburgh. And there's the castle, down there on top of the rock. Oh, Mum, there's some children down there. I wonder what they're doing. I'm going to go and see.
That one or that one?
That one. Have a look at that one. Now, what you're all looking at around here are rocks from a volcano.
A volcano? Oh, sorry. Hello. I'm Barnaby Bear.
Hello, Barnaby. Nice to see you. You didn't know you were standing on a volcano, did you?
Oh, no, I didn't. How cool is that? Oh, hello, you two. I didn't know you would be here.
Hi. Hi.
Hiya.
Now, if you all look at the landscape, the high ground and the low ground, have you ever thought why it's like that?
Oh, well, actually, I have. I was just thinking a few minutes ago, why are there so many hills? That was what I was thinking.
Well, I'll tell you. We have to go back 350 million years.
350 million years? Gosh, that's older than my dad.
That's right. It's a very, very long time ago, Barnaby.
Isn't it?
It was very different in Scotland then. It was very hot because we were near the equator, which is the hottest part of the Earth.
Sarah, the guide, told us how the rock inside the Earth got very hot and it melted. It turned into liquid called magma. And inside this magma were lots of gas bubbles that pushed at the Earth's thin surface until finally it broke and all the magma and bits of rock and gas exploded out of the top of the volcano, so that all this runny stuff called lava ran down the side of the mountain. There were great rivers of fire. The lava cooled down and turned back into rock. When the volcano erupted again and again, it made more layers of rock. Bang! Whoosh! Splurge! Ugh, and the volcano exploded like a huge pimple.
You could put it that way, Barnaby.
Thank you. And all the layers piled up and made hills. Which is why Edinburgh is so hilly. Do you know, that was really bothering me. So, were all the hills round Edinburgh made by volcanoes?
Absolutely. The castle is sitting on top of a bit of the volcano.
Oh, I see. But, will it happen again? I mean, could it suddenly go bang and whoosh and explode now?
No, it won't ever happen again, Barnaby.
Phew! I'm quite glad about that.
The volcano has now stopped erupting. When a volcano stops erupting, we say that it's extinct.
Oh, did you hear that, Mum? Extinct. This is me, Barnaby Bear, standing on an extinct volcano.
How cool.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
I'll put this just there. Yes, that's lovely. You know, I saw so much. There was the castle, the old town, and then there was the gardens, Princes Street. But you know what, Becky? The favourite bit of my trip was standing on a real volcano. Oh,